Hi guys, I successfully modified this little toy car to be pull cord driven. The mechanism came out of a pull cord fan that I bought for £1. So I fitted a couple of wheels on it instead of the fan blade, and it works fine to drive the car. So now I'm going to take the wheels off, if I can, attach a bit of bicycle spoke to it, put a propeller on the end of the bicycle spoke, and then stick it in this foam boat that I made for one of my pop boats. So we'll just stick a hole in it and have the propeller sticking out the back somewhere, and just see if we can drive it along like that. For the propeller, I'll use this bit of tin plate that came from a spray can. I've got my dividers here. I don't expect we need the propeller to be too big. It's probably a bit generous, but we'll make it 4 centimetre diameter, 2 centimetre radius. Right, if you can't actually see what's going on, I made a pretty little flower petal there. So we can have 3 blades on our propeller. And cut those out. I've got some proper tin snips here somewhere. In the previous video where I did this, I did mention that you're going to get sharp edges here, so do be careful. Try not to cut yourself. So that's our general propeller shape. We'll need to make the hole in the middle a little bit bigger so we can fit that on there. You could glue it in place, or I might actually solder it in place. And then might be an idea just to cut the sharp edges off if you can. Looks like my tin snips are getting a little bit blunt. Yeah, I'll pop outside where I've got a nice file and I'll just round those off. Then what you need to do is twist it so that you've got the pitch that you want. You also want to decide which way round you want the propeller to spin, so you know which side to have the twist, the pitch. There we are, soldered in place, but we haven't put any twists on it yet. So we're going to pull that, because we could mount it the other way round. Just depends which way I want it to go in the bath, really, doesn't it? If it's going that way round, then the blades need to be that way. Yeah, that should be okay. So I'll chop this apart, glue it here somewhere, and we need a bit of drinking straw or something there just to guide it so it doesn't bounce around too much. Well, this bit of tubing here is actually the tube from the inside of the spray can. I think that'll probably do. If we just cut a bit about that long, we can push that through the styrofoam. Just melted a nice big hole through the back there, so we can put the tube in place, and then I can adjust the final position by just putting hot glue in there and holding it in place while it cools down. Oh, I didn't mention that's a piece of soft, like rubbery insulation off some wire. What we're going to have to do is hot glue this in place, probably dig it in a little bit so we get the right angle. And then that should work for us. It's not going to go very far, although it should go a little bit slower in the water, so it'll go further than it looks like it will go at the moment. All ready to test. You might notice I've stuck little plastic beads around the edges. That's because when I use this as a pop boat, I found that the foam sticks to the bath. It's got a very high friction rate, so it's just like gluing itself to the bath, to the side of it. So these should actually keep it away and provide a low friction contact. That's my theory. Up in the bathroom with my wife's patent camera focus aid. In other words, the bath mat with the pictures of fish on it. That's to try and help this camera maintain focus. So, let's have a go. Well, that works. But we're not getting much distance, are we? Let's be honest. It stops very rapidly when the power runs out. It's not gliding on. But I have achieved what I set out to do. A pull cord boat. Converted from my pull cord car. Converted from the pull cord fan. And my little beads around the outside edge are also having the right effect. It's not sticking to the sides, which that foam seems to do. It just seems to stick to the side of my bath. One more go and that'll do. Yeah, pleased with that. Complete success. Just out of interest, I've just tried putting a little bit more pitch on the propeller, bending the blades up a bit more, and we do get a little bit more distance. Which is interesting. Still not doing the full circuit, but just by bending those blades round to give us a little bit more pitch, we are increasing the distance. I suspect we could have probably got away with a bigger propeller. I thought it might have struggled with that one, but a bigger propeller and we'd probably go a little bit further too. Still, that's enough. Somebody else can play with that if they want.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.